Hello world, Strider is back. This is actually a 5 vs 5 rank game, the first one I've done in a very long time. Hope you guys enjoy. The teams are going to be, blue team is Corki, Shen, that's a pretty badass Shen by the way. But anyway, Corki, Shen, Janna, Nocturne, also a cool Nocturne, Soraka, versus an Ezreal, Taric, Leona, Master Yi, and Irelia. Super excited to see Master Yi. I'm interested to see if he's going to go AP Yi. I'm pretty sure AP can only lane properly. I'm not sure how good AP's jungle is, so I'm assuming it's going to be AD, but we can always hope for that extra little bit of burst, since I don't have much as far as an AP carry that I can see, unless Taric is going AP or Ezreal is going AP. Should also be very interesting. But yeah, we're getting right into the game. Live action going on right now. Not familiar with either of these teams. I'm pretty sure they're just randoms because paroL is on Fornot, and I know ePalm is on a different team, and I'm a cutie pie. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But hey, Dark Kaniggit, I remember that guy way back in the day. So this should be an interesting. I'm not sure I'm familiar with Symphony or Superfy. I don't think I know anybody on the blue team at all. I'm ImheckaGay. So I won't be saying any summoner names because then I'll just be telling everybody that I'm ImheckaGay, and that is not a good look, I suppose. It would be hilarious though. Either way, there's not actually any action going on early game. I think that's primarily because blue team has no idea where red team is going to start. As far as their jungle goes, I don't even necessarily know where Yi can start. I'm pretty sure he can start at blue or red. Again, it kind of depends on his build. He has 0 AP, so yeah, he's going to go AD like I suspected. Leona, I guess, yeah, she's definitely going support. Taric has 5 AP, Ezreal has no AP, so I suppose Taric is going mid, and it'll be Ezreal Leona. This will be a very interesting match, because I'm not even sure who will go mid. Janna? Janna's going to go mid, so Janna against a Taric, that could always be interesting, I suppose. Both Yi and Nocturne take race at about the same time. Yi is a little bit further behind, but that's probably just because of the luck of his Alpha Strike did not double strike. The only thing that sucks about his double strike is that if it goes on too long, the lizard actually regens some of his health because he becomes untargetable, so he just starts running away, which is kind of annoying. Nocturne does already have his red buff, and he is going on to the next camp already. And Nocturne has much more health than Master Yi. So it looks like Yi might be going for an early gank, which would be very interesting. So we might see a little bit of action coming on in here. Janna's so fast though. I believe she already has a level in Zephyr. She's starting to push lane really hard, and Yi does see that, and so does Taric. Wow, that was a massive amount of burst. Taric did get that stun in and the shatter, and the Alpha Strike looked like a double strike, then he got an auto attack on, forcing Janna to blow her flash. Really good for them. Nocturne is able to continue to farm, and again, Nocturne is going to be much more useful than Yi once he hits 6. Yi might be a tad bit more useful beforehand, but I'm not exactly sure because he still doesn't have any CC, and even when he hits 6, he'll be able to run super fast. But he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have a slow. He doesn't have. He can survive. He can like take a tower possibly for Irelia or the Taric to get some kills, but that's probably about it. Just with his meditation, that is, he'll be able to just meditate tank against the towers. See how the farm is going and the gold. Looks like Corki is doing about the same. Oh, he's coming down here. Soraka did heal a minion, which is never really a good thing. Nocturne's coming in, does not quite get the fear off. Taric is able to break that tether, which is always really good, but he did have to blow his flash. So now the mid is on equal terms as far as levels go. E does know that Nocturne is now at his Wraiths, but is he going to go for it? He is going to go for it. He does know that he has his level 4 now. Yeah, so he's going to... Oh, he's able to flash through the wall. They are able to stun him and effectively disengage this fight. Taric might get attacked here. Yeah, Taric looks like he might go down, but there's so much action, it's hard to tell who to focus. Taric does end up going down. Unfortunate for Taric. They weren't able to get away in time. Taric was trying to just save the E, because the E went in right when Nocturne hit level 4. And he also had double buffs. So unfortunate for the red team, but congratulations to the blue team for picking up that first blood. It's going to get them a little bit of extra gold. As you can see, everybody on the blue team has boots. Almost all of them are out of potions now, except for Shen, because Shen doesn't really need potions with Vorpal Strikes and a cannon minion. That's pretty much his health potion right there. Or Vorpal Blade. I don't know why I said Vorpal Strikes. I heard somebody else say that, and I made fun of them for saying Vorpal Strike. I don't know why. But yeah. So now I'm all saying Vorpal Strike instead of Vorpal Blade. So we might get a slow here from Leona, slowing everybody down, yes. Oh, she might get picked up, yes. Okay, so Soraka does go down from the really nice Zenith Blade and stun from, yeah, the Shield of Daybreak. Really, really good as far as that stun goes. That Zenith Blade was just perfect. It was perfect time to turn around, ensuring that she would only hit that Soraka and get it down. That and the Ignite was just all they needed to pick up that kill and still get away from that fight, because they were pretty low health. They were both at like half. I guess that's not super low, but it's low enough to make a difference. Taric might be coming down here to go for a nice little gank, but Soraka's coming in. Oh no, she probably sees... She doesn't have a level of Star Call, so she does not notice that Taric is in the bush. The good thing about having Star Call is even if somebody's in a bush and you walk by it, same thing with stealth people, you'll see that your Star Call turns from a grayed out color to lit up to where you can actually use it, because you can only use Star Call when there's champions around. Oh, they do go in for the tower dive. She misses the Zenith Blade, expecting Corki to flash, I'm assuming, out of that. Does not get there in time. Leona is going to go down, and Taric, yeah, Taric is going to also go down from that. Unable to get away, was able to heal himself once, but does get slowed down. Yes. Unfortunately, they were unable to get away fully, so it was only a 2-for-1 on that tower dive, but they were able to get the Corki, and keeping that Corki underfarmed and dead is exactly what they need, because now we have Ezreal pulling ahead a little bit with 13 more creep kills, and he's picking up a Brutalizer, so this could be a very interesting game. I don't typically see Ezreal's go Brutalizer. Oh, she might, yeah, she's definitely going to go down from another Vorpal Blade. She's just going to stun, and then Vorpal. Not exactly sure what happened with that. I'm actually going to rewind that a little bit to find out. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me go back to the... So yeah, she's just farming creeps up here, and Shen probably taunts onto her, and no, oh, just gets a key strike, double dash. She decides to juke around. Yeah, that was a perfect taunt by Shen. Shen was able to get that. Oh man, yeah, right at tower range, he was able to pick that up. So we're gonna see what else we can find out here. We're gonna try to catch back up to the live and hopefully not miss anything. Sometimes directed camera will just start like jerking around the map if the two fights are going on at the same time, which is mildly depressing, but it happens. Taric's not doing all that much work. His Shatter can farm pretty well, but I think it uses a little bit more mana than what he needs. He's going to pick up some gold per 10 items here to assist in the farming process. I think Janna might be doing the same thing. Janna, surprisingly, only has 40 creep kills, and so does Taric. It's very interesting because Janna farms like crazy, like a freaking mad woman. But Taric is pretty good because his heal cooldown is reduced every time he auto attacks by a second. Yeah, so it's really good, and it's by 3 if you attack champion. I personally really like playing Taric because I just go all in pretty much all the time. I build tanky, try to force them to fight me, and I just, you know, heal, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, heal, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. It's one of the reasons why I really like getting attack speed auras on the team with a Taric, just for that heal cooldown, because having the cooldown on the heal is surprisingly powerful. Oh no, it's gonna... I thought the bladed armor was actually gonna take that. I don't even know if he has bladed armor, but it was super close. That golem was really close to dying. So currently our gold leader, oh, Ezreal comes in for the ult, but does only minimal damage, and Ezreal's about to get away. Wish comes out, Nocturne does come out, he flashes in, and he throws out his Q, is able to slow down his attack speed. Ezreal is running for his life, but does get away. Insane burst from Nocturne. Nocturne actually flashed into position to try and get in range for that. They do spot Yi coming down. Not exactly sure why Yi's coming down, as he's kind of all by himself and nobody else is over there. It does use that Soraka's exhaust, which is super good, because that exhaust is on a really long cooldown, and preventing her from using that on Ezreal or Leona is going to give them a little bit of an upper hand. Soraka didn't really need to be in the river since they knew that he was coming down, but she might have just been trying to bait something out, and the rest of her team was not ready for it quite yet. Things like that happen. Every once in a while there's a little bit of miscommunication in the team. Sometimes what you think is an obvious move is not always obvious for everybody else, because everyone has a different mindset on things, and that's why it's so important for these teams to have a really nice... Oh, Flash comes out, and he does the... Oh, it comes out with the Ignite, too! But Janna does heal through it. Wow, Janna heals through the whole thing. Taric got knocked back by the Monsoon. Oh, very unfortunate, but very extremely well played on the Janna's part. Janna did so good with that. She knew exactly what she could live through. And they do pick up the kill. I think there was actually a double kill there. So missed calculation on the solar flare there, which kind of sucked, because I think she was expecting him to do a Valkyrie where she put it, so it kind of forced him not to Valkyrie, because he knew he would have died if he did a Valkyrie. So they are going to go in for this tower dive here. Zenith Blade coming out, and Shield Daybreak comes out with the Ignite, and Ezreal picks up that kill as well. Excellent times, and no! Oh, perfect save. No, Nocturne turns around and just throws out his Q. It's very possible that Taric can die. Oh, Shen is ghosting. He's out for vengeance. Going to... Oh, Shen does get... Yeah, Shen gets stunned, but it was not in time. He was still able to get off that key strike. And there looks like they're still going in for this dive. Gets another taunt off, and the Vorpal Blade, and the key strike. Key burst. Key burst? We're going to go with key... That was key strike. Okay, I was right the first time. It's not action fell down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and try to catch back up to live. Corki's, they did lose bottom lane. Blue team did lose bottom lane, which is good for the red team because they are a little bit behind as far as kills go, but they were able to pull ahead in gold. So it looks like their farming is strong enough, as well as their objectives. Nobody's really gone for the dragon yet, so it's still good for the red team, because they know that they'd probably lose in a team fight against the blue team right now, as things are. So as long as they can fend them off from taking dragon, that's going to be very crucial on their part. So if they can just pick up some towers here and there, kind of get some ganks, continue to farm up, they can get those items. They're going to be a little bit behind in levels are concerned, because kills also give experience. And that's one thing a lot of people don't keep in mind, because you can be out farming someone by you know, 10 or 20 and it's all fine and dandy, but if the other person has like 5 kills more, then they're still going to be on par, if not ahead of you. Well, if it's only 10 CS compared to 5 kills, they're going to be ahead of you on CS. But red team is actually going for the dragon, and blue team has an idea because they do have a ward there. Does come in, but is unable to smite it in time. Taric might go down from the sphere. Does actually go down from the Zenith from Janna. Janna, or the Zephyr from Janna. Oh, just barely missed the Zenith Blade. The Solar Flare comes down perfectly, stunning 2 of them, both the Soraka and the Janna. Ezreal picking up 1 kill, and Irelia picks up the other kill. That was a great fight. Nocturne tried to ult in there so he could try to smite steal the dragon, but unfortunately he was a little bit too early or a little bit too late. I'm not even sure if he used his smite, to be honest, but either way, it was an unsuccessful dragon take, which is depressing, but they were able to get top tower for it. Losing losing 3 people and dragon for top tower is not typically a good trade, but Shen's making the best out of a bad situation. Shen is definitely carrying the team right now. As you can see, he's 4-0-1 with 100 creep kills. He's able to get the taunt off on Yi. Yi is going to go down from one more. Oh yeah, he does go down from the ignite, but Shen might also go down, and that is what we call bait. They forced Shen to try to defend the tower as much as he could. He was able to pick up a kill, but they were also red team was also able to shut down his killing spree, which in turn gave them a huge advantage because that just gives them a lot of extra money. Because once you get 3 kills or more, a bounty gets placed on your head. So once you die, you're actually giving the other team more money than what a normal kill would cause. So it's really not good for the blue team giving that Ezreal more money, but you know, getting Shen as fed as possible, as quickly as possible, is not the worst thing. Let's just put it that way. Shen is incredibly powerful all throughout the game. He's a huge bully in lane phase, huge bully. Late game, he could just split push like a madman. I haven't seen too many Shens go Trinity Force, so it will be a tad interesting to see how that plays out in the end. I've seen a few of them go Ionic Spark lately, as well as a lot of them go Wit's End, so they just get up that attack speed with the Ionic Spark, and they're able to side push like crazy, just because the Spark transfers from whoever you attack to all creeps in the general vicinity. But having the Trinity Force procs a Sheen, which gives him a little bit of extra burst on each attack in between any of his spells. So he can do a Vorpal Blade, and then it procs a Sheen, and then he does his Key Strike, which is his passive. So he does extra damage and restores energy, and does extra damage because of the Sheen proc. Ezreal does not quite get it. Oh, the Xenoblade does not quite go in, but he is going to go down, and Shen does teleport in. I think he was just going in there for the assist. Let's see if we can get that. So they do stun. Taric stuns and then flashes over the wall, giving them a free. Yeah, giving him a free. Shen was a little bit too late to get the assist on that kill. It was valiant efforts and good idea from Shen, because any extra gold for, you know, minimal effort is always useful. And we're gonna see what else we can do here. Okay, so they were able to take mid tower, and they are gonna kind of push in. The solar flare does miss everybody, and then replay broke down again. There we go. Alright, so Corki's still going in, taking a couple hits. Soraka heals herself because she doesn't care about Corki's life. Because who does, really? Shen's gonna come in and absolutely demolish this Ezreal. That was... yeah, it was in fast motion, but Ezreal got destroyed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When your tank is 6-1-1 and the Ezreal was 6-1-1 as well, with that many items, the Brutalizer, the Infinity Edge, all that stuff, and Shen is still able to 1v1 against the AD carry, it's out of control. Shen's definitely getting out of hand really fast. They really need to put the kibosh on that Shen. They need to try to get at him, but he's so farmed at this point. Obviously, as you can tell, the AD carry can't even take him down. Just super scary. The only person that's supposed to be able to take down the tanks are going to be the AD carries, but it wasn't even close. That was very close. But If only they had a ward there, that would have been really, really good on their part. Nothing too crazy going down except for Taric going down to 5 health or whatnot. So that was super scary on Taric's side. Taric is going for a Deathfire Grasp and Boots of Mobility. Not 100% sure. Deathfire Grasp on Janna already as well, and she has the Heart of Gold. I'm a little bit surprised that Taric didn't get the Heart of Gold either, because health is universally a very, very good item, especially for a pseudo AP carrier or pseudo support. Just because you're just so squishy naturally that it's very, very difficult to stay in the team fights as long as you need to get out the damage you need. But with these particular champions, especially with Taric, health is really good because he's melee and he needs to be in there. Janna's able to get away because she has quite a few kiting utilities. Oh, looks like there's going to be another fight between... Ezreal does get taunted and does take a tower shot, and he is going to go down off of this. Shen gets the kill on that. And there is a fight going down on mid, but nothing too crazy. They might try to initiate on this. Shen does ghost up to try to get a hold of anybody he can. He's going to go for the Taric because going after the Irelia, they'll know that she will get untaunted in no time at all. Blue's going for a dragon fight, and Janna does ult to try to get everybody to full health. Wow, that was an incredibly ballsy solar flare coming out. Oh, Shen going down all by himself against 4 people and almost picked up a double kill. But that solar flare was so close to picking up that that dragon steal. That would have been so impressive. I can honestly say that would have been the first time I've ever seen a steal with solar flare before. I've never actually seen that before. You know, you see Ezreal ones all the time. You see a bunch of them all the time, but like a Janna tornado, like a support Janna tornado, you don't see those very frequently because they have to charge up and then you have to like let it go at the right time. Sometimes it's pretty crazy, but every once in a while you'll see really cool ones that they post up on YouTube. Taric's over here just taking on the blue buff, doing what he's got to do. It's gonna give him faster cooldown on his heal. See, he's actually going for a death cap. He already has some cooldown reduction from the Fiendish Codex. One of the things I really like about Taric and Zilean actually are the fact that they're able to reduce their cooldown so frequently, either just by auto-attacking or spamming rewind if you're Zilean. Those are some of my favorite champions to play, just for that main reason, because nobody ever knows when your cooldowns are up, and at high-level play, that's something that they always have to keep in mind, is everyone's cooldowns. It's really hard to do with Taric as far as they're like, oh, we can get Taric because his heal's down. If he just sits there in your face, has a little bit of attack speed, and you know, auto attacks 3 times, he can heal himself again, and then does the same thing and heals himself again. So it gets to be pretty deceptive as long as he has some form of defensive stats. But of course, you know, maxing out Shatter first enables you to do that pretty easily. Oh, it's gonna be a support battle. And Soraka is just laying down the star calls like nobody's business. I'm so glad I haven't seen an AP Soraka in a while, especially in my normal games. AP Soraka just is so obnoxious sometimes. A lot of times when you just want to go into a fight and kill somebody, you can't, or when you can, it's just you have to wait for the silence to go up. Oh, Irelia does go down. She might get feared. She does get feared away from her tower, the most unfortunate way to get feared. Yeah, fears are one of those things that a lot of people consider the most annoying thing in the game, mainly because it is the closest thing, well, it probably is a random number generation. So there's no telling where the fear will take you. Sometimes the fear will help the opponent, and sometimes it will completely obliterate the opponent. I mean, I know it's used to prevent you from controlling your character and moving and things like that. But yeah, it looks like they're able to just take a free inhibitor here. It's pretty surprising with the Shen being down. Yeah, with the Shen being down, they picked up Shen at top. with him being down, there's nobody to really hold him off. He's the only one that really has any kills since Nocturne already used his ult and he was down at bottom. They were able to just plow through top tower, or the top secondary tower, which I think was, yeah, that one's already down. They were able to plow up through the inhibitor tower and the inhibitor without any problems. Taric should probably heal himself as he's AFK. Yes. So I believe Taric is AFK, and now they're going to take a free Baron. Incredibly unfortunate for the red team. Oh, it's so sad. But having that Baron is going to be so powerful. This game is so close because it's only a 3k gold difference. Kills are relatively even. Towers are pretty close to even. The big fight. Ezreal's ult's coming out. Janna's ult pushed everybody back. Keeps Nocturne up for just a little bit longer than they needed to. And the Shen is picking up the death on the team. The last death on the team. He was able to stay alive for so long just because of that Vorpal Blade and his Key Burst along with that Sheen proc. He was able to just heal up as much as he could. Oh, sorry. Now it doesn't actually do anything based on... I'm pretty sure it doesn't do... I think it's a flat amount. So, yeah, Shen's max health. So, yeah, it's basically based on Shen's max health. I remember it used to be... each auto attack from Vorpal Strike used to be based on each consecutive... or how much damage you did. So his heal used to be obscene with an AD carry late game. You just Vorpal Blade their tank and their AD carry... or you Vorpal Blade anybody, really. And their AD carry, just however much damage they do. Just like free health all day. Red team is able to pick up the Baron, uncontested, mainly because they just picked up a few kills there. They're going to go back, do a little bit of buying. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, Ezreal's 2,000 gold. It's up to 10k total, which is much higher than everybody else. The only closest on their team is Shen with 8,500. And Irelia is surprisingly really high up there with quite a bit of gold herself. Yeah, she's at 9.4. Yeah, it's going to be a really close game, but it seems to be leaning towards the red team, especially with them having Baron now. And it seems like they are getting that Shen under control. Shen has not gotten a kill in a while, nor has he gotten really too much farm. Let's see what the items look like right now. Shen got a Warmogs just to pretty much assist with his Vorpal Strikes, as well as just being a freaking beast. Like, he's going to be so tanky. Janna still has her Deathfire Grasp, which is always super powerful. Blasting Water and Negatron Cloak. I'm not 100% sure what she's going to go for here. Ezreal and Yi just were able to dive so hard. Yi is able to pick up those last minions, and they are going to pick up that tower without any problems at all. And then he's just going to meditate to get up that health. Janna Tornado does come out and puts him right back down to where he was for the most part. Red team is pinging for this tower. Leona might tank it with her shield, but probably not. Ezreal's picking up just the remainings of this creep kill here. Janna should be able to pretty much take out this entire wave. Yeah, with one tornado. She doesn't quite have the AP that she needs from it. She's getting really close. Looks like they're actually going to give up this middle tower. They don't want to fight at this tower because it's just there's too many points of access. They could get hit from the side, they can get hit from the front, they can get hit from this side, they can get hit from the back side or this side. It's really unsafe, and making them fight in this little tiny choke point is much better for them, as they won't be able to get surprised by anything that might or might not happen. They really just need to guard these inhibitor turrets. These inhibitor turrets are what is going to keep them in this game. Since they already lost one inhibitor and one inhibitor turret, they have to keep it up, the other two, and wait for the red team's Baron to fall off. Looks like they do have a little bit of time left, but not a super sufficient. So yeah, it looks like they'll probably go back and maybe make an attempt at a small push, just kind of farm up a bit. It looks like they're just going to clear out both sides of the jungle regardless. Go back, get their items that they want, that they need, and then, yeah, so he's getting a little tanky now too. He might be going for pretty close to the same build that Shen is going with that Trinity Force. And he forced in massive amounts of health. Oh yeah, that's a dirty. It's so bad when he gets fed. I'm so glad he's not fed yet, because this game probably would have been over, and I think this is going to be an incredibly close game. I know it's still sliding pretty heavily in the red team's favor, but the kills are still the same. Janna is dishing out the mad deeps with the Janna's burst. Oh my gosh, Janna's burst, that Deathfire Grasp, and the Zephyr, and then the following up with the Tornado. Quite a bit of damage. That max range stun actually did quite a bit. Taric's getting rocked by the tower. Ezreal's ult coming out, almost kills. Luckily for them that Shen's ult does come down. Irelia is too low down, he cannot do anything. Nocturne's ult comes out, tries to get that Ezreal, but Ezreal is able to blink over, and it's going to be very, very bad. He is able to juke that. They do stun him, and they are able to pick up that kill with the Irelia turning around, as he did not see the Irelia before. Ezreal does get in harm's way, and he is going to go down. He doesn't have enough lifesteal. No, he does just barely go down, and Irelia is able to pick up the last kill on the Nocturne. The only person that's left back up is the Soraka, but it's not going to do too much for her. Although she can farm pretty nicely, she just doesn't have the AP or the levels into Star Call. Yeah, she still only has level 1 Star Call, so it's going to take her quite a few of them to even take out a creep wave. Yeah, 92 magic resist now. So her magic resist went down really, really far. From wow, it went from 146 to 96. Super, super crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of magic resist going down. Star Call is so powerful like that. She's just able to spam it, get everybody's magic resist really, really low, so they can follow up with some of Shen's damage. A lot of Corki's, pretty much all of Corki's abilities are magic damage, and I'm not sure how many of Nocturne's are. I think maybe that one's physical, that one's magic. So yeah, I think it's just his Unspeakable Horror. Yeah. So it's Unspeakable Horror. It does do some magic damage, which is really, really good. Oh, I thought for a second there Taric actually went AFK again. But Janna sent her Tornado the wrong way. That was interesting. I remember that problem used to happen quite frequently, to where you would, with Smart Casting first came out, you tried to throw a Tornado, and it would go to where you clicked after you targeted your Tornado where to go. So it was pretty difficult, but you know, we worked through it, and Riot fixed it. So let's hope that isn't happening again. Hopefully it was just a misclick on her side. Unless she really wanted the Tornado to go that way. In which case I have no idea what could have happened. They do see that ward there. They're able to pick it up. Oh my god, the ward's going down. That Tornado does so much damage to everybody. Leona's not the tankiest person in the world, but she says 91 magic resist, and that Tornado hit pretty hard on her. Taric coming out, wow, missing the ult, but Corki is, oh, none of the stuns come out, but the slows do come out. She's able to get the stun. Corki is going to clean up here. Ezreal is able to get away from the Nocturne. Corki is not actually going to clean up. I thought he was, since he was being left alone, I was pretty sure that Corki was just going to be able to do work. Leona's taking all the tower damage. Corki doesn't quite hit the ult, and they are going to go on to him. Oh, lasered. Unfortunately, that had to happen to the Yi because the Alpha Strike went off. Oh no, Irelia goes down. Good job by the Corki. I told you he's going to clean up. He did get a double kill at the end, and we got a double Nexus explosion. I love those. They're so pretty. But congratulations to the red team. You are a little bit ELO higher than you were earlier. Dun dun dun.